the heart of Arizona, we have paramilitary squads with automatic weapons that are escorting these drugs up here, and they're bringing this violence into Arizona. We just had a gunfight out there with a competing cartel, and 2 of these smugglers were killed. And they call us for help. And they knew exactly where our deputy 3 weeks before was ambushed by 6 of these smugglers and triangulated him and put him in a kill zone and tried to kill him. And our deputy was shot. So here, what we have, the reaction is, just as you mentioned, they put up billboard-sized signs that say, danger, warning, stay out, drug and human smuggling, narco, all this different language on these boards. And that's their answer, is to throw up their hands in defeat, saying we can't secure the border. And this is simply outrageous.
Sheriff, roughly what percentage, because I've seen as much as a third on national news being quoted, but roughly what percentage of the great state of Arizona bordering Mexico is now being denied to law-abiding citizens and losing its property values? Because the reports I've seen is that this is going on past Tucson, 80-plus miles in.
It is. There's approximately 2,000 miles of the border from California to Texas. We have 376 of those miles in Arizona. There's portions of directly on the border that are off limits, but then you have areas, and it's hard to put an actual how many miles or acres are under control, but I can tell you this, they have unfettered access. And that's even worse.
So a third is basically wild, wild west, and it's denying safety and security to around a third of the state.
We live in a sense in certain parts of Arizona in lawlessness where these people come in and think that they own this area. And and then the crimes that are committed, not just against our citizens, which we've got to stop, but where's the outrage from all these human rights advocates for these people that are being brought here who do want a better life, although it's illegal, that we become the kidnapped capital of America last year, second in the world only to Mexico City. You know, and the president says this lie that somehow our border is secured more than it's ever been. This is craziness.
Did you see Congressman Stark say the border is quite secure?
Yeah. These people are delirious, not even knowing what we're facing, what we're dealing with. And, here, and I served in Iraq, and the Army National Guard, still in today. I don't speak for the military, but I can tell you, we've been there 9 years now. We spent $750+ billion with a B. Over 4,000 of our American heroes have been killed there. And we can fight wars and liberate countries, stabilize them, all in the sake of democracy and to keep the enemies away. I get all that. But we can't even secure our international border when we have hundreds of thousands of people that enter our country. We don't even know who they are.
We don't have a country if we don't have a border, and Mexico's got some of the most draconian laws for illegals, and we basically have none. Stay there, sir. We've got to go to break. I want to come back and talk about the hit that's out on you, and this is serious business, ladies and gentlemen. And if we allow this president to be set for them to shoot cops, threaten cops, sheriffs, kill sheriffs, then it's over. We'll talk about it when we come back. Stay with us.
Afraid to answer it? Afraid to answer your door? Did you know that debt settlement, bankruptcy, and attorneys will cost you about 10 times more than you would legally be required to pay creditors? These are not ways to help you get out of debt. They are expensive payment plans. And if you're in debt already, does it make sense to load yourself up with another payment plan? Zero debt in 90 days gets you out of debt in 90 days, guaranteed. And that's the website you need to visit right now, ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. Zero debt in 90 days gets you out of debt without a payment plan and without attorneys or going to court. ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com is the quickest solution to debt relief on the planet. If you have more than $25,000 in credit card debt, student loans, or difficult mortgage situation, we can help, and we are the only organization to provide written guarantees on the results. Go to ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. That's ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
Are you wondering about your retirement portfolio? Are you confident that the financial advisor is experienced enough to combat climbing interest rates, taxes, and inflation? Stop guessing and go to the expert, Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster. When you subscribe to the International Forecaster, you get Robert Chapman's 45 years of experience and concise investment recommendations. Who needs sugar-coated excuses when you can get the cold hard facts and proven investment leads you can't get anywhere else? For a free introductory copy to Robert Chapman's International Forecaster, subscribe now at theInternationalForecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. Experience the difference. When you subscribe, you can email Robert Chapman directly to obtain investment advice tailored just for you. Don't wait another minute. Subscribe today at theInternationalForecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. That's 877-479-8178.
Listen up, folks. This is important. Alex Jones here. Now you can get free shipping on the storable, easy-to-fix, delicious food from eFoodsDirect.com. From July 4th through July 14th. We have looming evacuations in the Southeast, unemployment insurance running out, and predictions of huge inflation. So we all need to get as much food as we can. Every one of you needs to buy as much storable food as possible. This is the perfect time to do just that with eFoods Direct and take advantage of their free shipping special. When you order from eFoodsDirect.com from July 4th through July 14th, every dollar you spend will buy the food, and eFoods Direct will pay for the shipping in the continental United States. This is Alex Jones wishing you and your family true independence this 4th of July with great food and free shipping through July 14th from eFoodsDirect.com. You can order on the website eFoodsDirect.com or simply call 800-409-5633. That's 800-409-5633 or on the web at eFoodsDirect.com/ship free. Sheriff Paul Babeu, a Pinal County, Arizona sheriff, very valiant and had a lot of courage to speak up against what's happening in this nation. He's got to go to a key meeting with other sheriffs because the security situation is just collapsing down there as they beg for help, and it's not coming. Now, this is just amazing. But specifically, sir, I want to talk about how we help you. The website's, of course, sheriffpaul.com. We'll talk about the key intel you've got up there on the site. But specifically, I've got the definition here, and tough times and serious times, needs tough realities of high treason. And it's participating in a war against one's country, attempting to overthrow its government, spying on its military as diplomats or secret service for a hostile foreign power. And I'm sorry, I don't know what else a federal lawsuit that's unconstitutional against Arizona and a refusal, what he told Senator Kyle in that meeting where he said, I want it to be a crisis so we can pass immigration reform. If that isn't high treason, I don't know what is. Sir, is this not treason?
This is their plan. It borderlines that. I'm not going to outright call it that. I'm still an officer in the Army, and as a sheriff, I'm hoping that we have a correction here this year, because the path we're going down in America is not the America that I fought for and I believe in. We're sprinting down the path to socialism, and it's extremely troubling. What's even more concerning is the president and his men have attacked us, undermined the rule of law. The president has deliberately, this is a man who's supposed to be a constitutional lawyer. He's very diabolical in his planning and plotting, makes very careful statements to undermine police officers. A pillar of justice in our society. He's done it in Cambridge when the sergeant arrested his black friend, Professor, and said the Cambridge police acted stupidly. This isn't the first time that black men run in fear of the police. And then he qualifies it. Let me be clear. I don't have all the facts in this. I haven't read the report. But he slams and undermines law enforcement and plants in people's heads that we're the thugs, that we're the enemy of our citizens. This is outrageous, and I shall not forgive this president for doing this against our law enforcement. We have a tough job out here in Arizona, and he made it that much more difficult when he put an image of people in their heads of a Hispanic male walking with his son or daughter hand in hand down Main Street with an ice cream cone. The most innocent picture you could paint in people's minds. And then in comes the police officer demanding